Well, good Tuesday morning to you, Gate City. Nice, bright, and early day. Spent the morning with some men in our Bible study here at the church and those that joined us online. We do that every Tuesday morning at 6:30 in the morning. So if any of you men want to join us, that would be great. Love to have you come out. But today we actually were looking in 2 Corinthians chapter 13, and there was just something that was really interesting that was in there that I just wanted to relate to all of you. And it was, Paul was kind of upset with the Corinthians because they had fallen into the trap of following people who maybe their motives weren't pure or weren't teaching the faith correctly. And he was challenging them to self-correct, to look at what had been taught, to examine themselves. In fact, he says it this way in verse 5 of chapter 13. He said, "Examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith. Test yourselves." And I thought about that and thought, well, what's the test? How do you examine yourself? Because we're told to do that when we participate in communion. We're supposed to examine ourselves. And really the answer, I think, is twofold. We as Christians probably should be examining ourselves all the time to check and see how we are doing with our relationship with Christ. And when we do so, one of the ways is we look at our fruit, the fruit of the Spirit in our life and the fruit of our lives out there. And so we check and say, are the fruits of the Spirit living in me? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, all those things, are they a part of my daily life? Is that who I really am? And also the things that we do for Christ, because Jesus said, if you love me, you'll obey my commands. So the question then is, am I following Christ? Am I not only just living with the fruit evident in my life, but does my life exemplify in obedience to God and what He asks of me? And so I would just encourage you today, do a little self-examination. Don't be afraid of it. I think it's very healthy for us to look at ourselves. How's the fruit in your life? Are you finding the fruit of the Spirit living freely in you? And how is the obedience to Christ? Are you doing the things that you know that God has asked you to do? When we do that, that helps to assure us once again that we are following Christ in a way that is pleasing to Him. Paul encouraged the Corinthians to do it. I'm encouraging you to do it. I think it's something that we should do every single day. Don't be afraid to examine yourselves. It can reveal things that God wants to do in your life and can reassure you that you're on the right track with God Himself. So take a moment today, take a look within, and see what you find. God bless you. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.